Hey Sagittarius, this is Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm coming in to do your June 2019 general reading. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I do appreciate you giving it a look. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, it's just going to be a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. But if it does resonate with you, you can give me a like, a share, subscribe. A comment. I'd love to hear from you. And it helps me actually connect with your energy next month. Alright? Let me just shuffle it up a little bit longer, a little bit more. And when I was meditating on your energy, I actually felt like you guys are going to be coming into some changes, or you're expecting changes, or you're feeling like something should be changing in your environment, but I feel like you're going to need patience. I don't know what it is. Maybe the new moon is on, the full moon's coming in on the 17th of June. But it's actually in Sagittarius. And it might cause you to feel a little bit restless. And, if you have all that energy, you might decide to ride your bike or take a walk instead of drive somewhere, or just doing something to get all your energy out, So... But yeah, probably because you are feeling something should be coming in, but you have to be patient, so you're just going to be restless. So you have to work off that energy some way. All right, hold on one second. All right, we'll cut the cards, and then we will get started. My Saggies in June 2019. Something flipped over already. Okay. Sagitarius June 2019. Alright, the first two cards that flipped out, I'm going to consider this like the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Swords. This is a very active energy where he's got he's almost chaotic. He's very fast. He wants to get things done. He's not sitting around. And actually that's what makes how I think of you, even though it's an air energy. But I think of you when I think of what I was thinking about during meditation, about you being restless and the full moon coming in. So that was that's what I was thinking about, that you're going to have that restless energy and you want things to get done, and you want to make it happen now. So that's the bottom of the deck energy. And let's see what else we got. Okay, let's see. Okay, very nice. First thing will pop up is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is, you are feeling like it's like inheritance, a culmination of your efforts, your legacy. All right, so this is like the top of, was like the top card for the Pentacles. The 10 is like the end of the cycle. So you're starting your legacy already. All right, it's a culmination of a cycle. So something you've been working towards, you've actually got it here. All right, then we got the Queen of Cups, and she's all about love and emotions and relationships. All right, so she's a good healthy energy. Okay, so maybe you might have some kind of relationship coming in. Maybe if you're in a relationship right now, it just might be getting stronger, but it could be a new relationship coming into you. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. And this is a cycle is coming to completion. All right, so you already had that, the Ten of Pentacles. And then you have the cycle coming to completion. Yeah. And when it is coming into completion, usually this is for the positive. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Some neighbors hitting the streets don't know why. All right, so that was the cycle coming to completion. And then you got the Chariot. The Chariot, sometimes he'll go like, he is the energy of going one way, but thinking you should have went another way. These two horses are he's trying to balance them. He's trying to get them together to go the same way, but they're not going that way. So they're kind of fighting him. So it's not going to have, it might not come out to be going exactly the same way, or you might, again, think that you should be going one way, but then you're going to move another way. And you're pulling your thoughts together to proceed to get everything going in one way. Okay, you got a Ten of Swords. Now again, this is the end of a cycle. And actually you have a couple of them here. All right. This 3 tens. Okay. The end of a cycle. It looks painful, but it's usually just something that needed to end. So I'm not exactly sure what needed to end at this point. But we'll have to look into it, because it could be a betrayal, could be a backstabbing, could be, somebody was dishonest with you or something in that realm, but it also might just be that the cycle needed to end. All right? Then you got the Judgment, and Judgment is an assessment on yourself. This is a self-assessment. So you might be looking at something that you've done, and you're seeing if you did what you could have done, like your best, all right? If you're happy with what the outcome was. Okay, the Hangman, and he's taken a few minutes, and he's looking at something in a different perspective. All right, so he's probably just looking at the Judgment and the Ten of Swords and just saying, okay, well, what's going on here? Is this going to work for me? And then you got the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a new unity, which might have something to do with the Queen of Cups that came up earlier. And this is either romantic or platonic. It doesn't have to be, doesn't have to be just a love relationship. It could just be a very close friendship that you just feel a tight bond with somebody. Okay? And the Two of Swords. Now she is needing to make a decision. It's not the easiest decision. She's got difficult choices to make. There's indecisions. She is not using her logic in this very much. She's going basically primarily on feelings, because she's got a blindfold on. She's not really looking at it. She just has to pick, and she doesn't know which one to go with. So she's at a stalemate, I guess. So we're going to clarify some of these. All right. Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Sagittarius in June 2019? Can you tell me about the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius in June 2019? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Oops, okay. All right, first one that popped out was the Sun in reverse. And now this is a lack of joy, a little bit depression, not feeling 100%. And it would make sense. I mean, if you just got hurt somehow, stabbed in the back, or you felt like you felt betrayed in some way, yeah, then you're going to feel like that, I can imagine. All right. And what about well, what else can you tell me for Sagittarius in June 2019? Don't throw cards at me. Let's see. Let's try this one more time. Sagittarius, June 2019. What else can you tell me for Sagittarius in June 2019? Oh, now you don't want to talk. Okay. They chucked a whole bunch at me one time, and now they don't want to do it. All right. Okay, you got the Five of Pentacles, and this is being left out in the cold. So somewhere along the line, you're feeling left out of whatever the situation was. You're feeling kind of like, basically left out in the cold, not feeling like you're you're feeling a little needy, maybe a little insecure about whatever situation's going on. Not so much, not money wise, just like a situation that's making you feel like left out. So I don't wonder if that has anything to do with that new Two of Cups relationship. What else can you tell me about Sagittarius, June 2019? Well, what about Judgment? Can you tell me about Judgment? All right, let's see. This is a card of making options, so choices that you have, or possibly even illusions that you might have. And I was thinking about Judgment at the time. So what I'm thinking is, these are the options that you had, and now you're making a judgment on those options. Maybe it wasn't something that you, ew. Sorry guys, I got like a calamine lotion on my hands. Nasty. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like you were making some choices, and now you're judging the choices that you made, because very close around it was the Ten of Swords and the Sun in reverse, and also with the Chariot, where you were having a hard time getting everything to go in cycle for yourself. So I'm thinking, all right, so you started out with the Ten of Pentacles, and that's fabulous. Went with the Queen of Cups, so you had, you know, all kinds of good things happening, and you felt, you know, your inheritance, your culmination of good things, your legacy. The Queen of Cups, all about love and relationships. And the Wheel of Fortune, and this is usually a turning in a good way. Your fortune is turning, okay? However, it was really good in the beginning, so possible your fortune turned in not so great. Because that happens. I mean, it could happen, positive or negative. It's going to go either way, all right? So it looks like that. The fortunes might have turned, and things might have got a little bit, maybe the second half of June, a little later into it. And you were feeling left out. You couldn't really get your thoughts in gear to go the same way. There was a stabbing in the back or a bitterness, and you were feeling like less joy and a little bit depressed. You had to make a judgment call, and it was like a self-assessment on you, and you had all these options to choose from. So I'm thinking you had the options, and you were judging your take on the options, like you don't know exactly what happened. But then you had to think about something. So the Hangman was here, and he's putting everything in perspective for you, and he's making you look at it and say, well, wait. And then you got the Two of Cups, and that's a new unity, possible new relationship, and then you have a Two of Swords, and that was having to make a difficult decision. Sorry, I got some poison ivy. Anyway, but all right, had to make a difficult decision. Let's see, what are we doing with the Two of Swords? I did feel that there was a month of changes. Whoa, hello. All right. The Two of Swords came up. Now you got the Seven of Pentacles on top of that. And this is, you are looking at your successes, okay? You're seeing hard work and your perseverance. And you're seeing what you've been able to reap. Like what kind of a, what did you call that? Well, like what kind of harvest, okay. What kind of harvest you could do, and you're still waiting for more, all right? So whatever decision that you needed to make, that was the correct one, because you were able to get your harvest coming into you. All right. What else can I tell Sagittarius for June 2019? Uh-oh. All right. This Nine of Swords came up, and this is losing some sleep, and you're really trying to, you're feeling stressed about something. So let's see, where are you feeling stressed at? I keep thinking it's over by these Seven of Cups. All these options, maybe some of the illusions, maybe it's like throwing you a little bit. Or it could be the Five of Pentacles. I feel like it's like, if I was doing like beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month, the time is fluid, because it's not exactly how it's going to roll, but that's kind of how I'm feeling it, like the second half of the month, or the middle of the month. It's going to be a little rocky, all right? And we're saying you need to use patience because whatever's going to unfold, it's going to unfold, but it's going to do it on its own time. And that's why the Hangman popped up. So yeah, let me just see. Why did you send out the Nine of Swords? Why is the Nine of Swords here? Can you please tell me about the Nine of Swords? Tell me about the Nine of Swords, please. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. What else can you tell me about the Nine of Swords? Okay. And this is the Queen of Swords. Now she is she's a hard energy. She's very stern. She's not going to show you any weakness when it comes to her emotions or how she feels. She's like very, very strong that way. All right. You could hurt her. She's not going to let you know about it. All right. She's like, she got that whole attitude of never let them see you sweat kind of thing. She doesn't show it. So maybe that's what your energy is going to pick up to be. That you need to harden yourself, harden your emotions, and harden your feelings a little bit for whatever's going on. Like, don't be so left out by it. And I don't exactly know what had happened. And I don't feel like it's in work. I really don't feel like it's in work. And I wouldn't say a relationship, but maybe it's a friendship that's going on, and something's kind of like pulling you two ways, and you're not sure how to do it. You did get the Two of Swords, and then it came up with the Seven of Pentacles. So whatever choice you made was right. It was probably had to do with the options that you had here. But I think whatever, I'm almost getting like hurt feelings here. I don't know why. Now you had the Queen of Cups, and there was like new romance or feelings coming in. They're coming towards you. And then you have the Two of Cups here, the new unity. So there might be, maybe this is where your patience is needed. Because it might be towards the end of the month, and you're coming up to a new unity, all right, with friendship or romance, and it's coming towards you. But for some reason, you're like you're kind of at a stalemate at some point. You don't know, or you. Two of Cups. Can you please tell me about the Two of Cups? I do. I feel like it's hurt feelings. Somehow you got your feelings hurt. And that's why you were feeling like a little depressed and no joy. You chose these options, and then you were setting yourself to judge your choice of the options. Like maybe you didn't like the options that you chose, so you were kind of judging them. And the Five of Pentacles was there, and that was making you feel left out. And you had some stress, and the Queen of Swords is telling you to like kind of, suck it up. You know what I mean? Don't show them, whoever you don't want to show, don't show them all these feelings. Don't let them know they're getting to you. Just kind of like push it away. Don't, because things are going to get better. Just let that go. Whatever made you feel like you were in such a state here. So you had everything was awesome here. The wheel changed. You can't stay at the top all the time. You can't be at the bottom all the time. It's always going to change. So it changed. And so now you were having a bit of a tussle going on. But I think if you adopt these energies, you're going to feel good about it in the end, because now you got the Hangman going on. And then you possibly have a new relationship. You had to make some difficult decisions. I'm not sure if it's going to be, continue with this relationship or what, but you did have something to look at yourself and be very happy about. You got yourself to have, like, perseverance and diligence, and you felt like you started to succeed at something. I think I can get anything else on this Two of Swords. Two of Swords and a Two of Cups. Got anything for the Two of Swords and a Two of Cups? To finish up with my Saggies pillow. Okay. And you got the Fool, all right? The Fool popped out. Now he's going to go on a new journey. he's like a fresh, very young attitude. So I'm thinking, if this is a new unity or a new union with somebody else, this might possibly be just like a new experience in a type of relationship with somebody that you haven't experienced before. Maybe it's just a better fit for you, and just be a matter of, like I said, being patient and putting this energy to walking or riding your bike to get some energy out, right? Because you just have to be patient. And once you're patient enough, it's all going to unfold for you. It's just not going to be as quick and as easy, but it will definitely unfold. Okay? If it resonates with you, give me a like, a share, a thumbs up, or subscribe. Write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. How it resonated, or just in general, if you just got anything to say. I read them all, and it helps me connect with your energy next time I do a reading. But I hope everything works out, and you have a really good June, and I will see you probably, I want to check back in with you guys in the middle of the month, and we'll see. Maybe I can get a continuation of this, or just a follow-up of this, all right? So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all back in a couple weeks. Take care.